Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Candace Kelly.
And I'm Mark Hiller in for Nick Toma. We begin tonight with a developing story in Luzerne County. The district attorney's office is now investigating a report of voter fraud.
A Kingston woman claims someone signed her name at her polling place and cast a vote, adding to Luzerne County's election issues. 2822 Eyewitness News I-Team reporter Andy Mahalchik joins us now in the studio. Andy, what have you learned?
Well, good evening, Candace and Mark. Late-breaking developments indeed. The Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sangadochi tells me his office is now investigating that incident. The woman at the center of the case tells me she could not believe what was happening and wants answers as to how it could happen.
It's a little disheartening. It's disenfranchising. I mean, you don't think it would ever happen, and it actually happened.
Karen from Kingston says it happened at about noon Tuesday when she went to vote at the Kingston Rec Center. She did not want to be identified, but she did want to tell her story. She says she walked up to the registration table and got quite the shock.
I went to vote, and they had told me I had already voted, but I was going there for the first time with my mom and my son. So when we looked in the book was already signed, and the log was recorded that I had indeed already voted in the morning, or someone had voted for me.
So did somebody sign your name? Did you see your signature there, supposedly your signature?
There was a signature in the book under my name.
Did it look like your signature, or was it obviously not your signature?
It was obviously not my signature. It looked nothing like my signature. Karen
says she alerted poll workers.
Well, I had the judge that was there look at the book, and he decided that that indeed was not my signature. So he attempted to call the county office, but no one answered.
So she went to the Luzerne County Election Bureau at the Penn Place office building. She says she eventually voted with a provisional ballot.
To see this happen in our community, to have voters disenfranchised like that, it undermines our faith in our system.
State Representative Aaron Coffer is looking into the incident.
It's almost mind-blowing to me that, people are showing up pretending to be somebody else, signing somebody else's name, obviously not their signature, but they were able to vote here. If it's happening here, where else is it happening?
A Luzerne County Council member Tim McGinley tells the I-Team incidents like this have to be fully investigated.
It's very concerning because, part of the integrity of the election is make sure the people who vote should be the ones voting, not someone else.
Now, Karen also filed a complaint with the Election Bureau and the Department of State. Again, the DA's office now investigating. There are still many unanswered questions with this incident. For example, did Karen's vote count? We reached out to the Election Bureau for comment. We have not yet heard back. We will keep asking questions, looking for answers. Mark and Candace?
You will. Andy, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Candace.